I'm really excited to introduce and hand over to Abdi Omar. He's my colleague at CENMAC, someone who's an absolute pleasure to work with. He runs several regular sessions with our students at Charlton Park Academy and online with many of our students supported by CENMAC. Nothing is ever a problem for Abdi. He's determined to raise the aspirations of everyone working with our students and see those using power-based AAC reach their true potential. When I'm with Abdi, it's like being with a celebrity. He is loved by students and staff equally everywhere we go. We often say we've become his crew, working alongside him. He has an amazing quick wit and is a lot of fun to be around. I don't know anyone with a more positive attitude. He's a real inspiration. So over to you, Abdi.
Hello everyone, I want to start by being honest with you. I never thought I'd be here on a stage giving a speech. As a mentor, teacher and advocate for AAC, that just wasn't the plan. Like many of us, I had dreams, but I didn't imagine this one. Before I explain why, let me tell you a little more about myself. My name is Abdi Omar. I'm a public speaker, mentor, educator, and as you can see, I use AAC to communicate. I was born with cerebral palsy, and for most of my life, people didn't expect much from me. They saw my wheelchair, they heard my device, they made assumptions. But I made a decision early on that I wouldn't let anyone else define my potential. I've spent years building a life that's not just about overcoming challenges, it's about flipping the narrative on what's possible. Today, I work with CENMAC, mentoring young AAC users and training teachers and school staff on how to better support their students. But it wasn't always like this. Life has a way of taking you in directions you never expected. Sometimes the path doesn't ask for your permission, it just calls you forward, and you either step into it or you miss your moment. When CENMAC offered me the opportunity to work with them 4 years ago, I was nervous. I wasn't sure I could do it. I asked myself, can I really be a teacher? Can I really lead? But I said yes, and it changed everything. Every week I work with brilliant young AAC students with potential, drive and something to say. My job isn't just to teach them how to use a device, it's to help them understand that their voice is powerful and their story matters. Because communication is more than speech, it's connection, it's identity. It's freedom. And that's what AAC gives people. It gave me that. When I mentor students, I'm not just teaching them how to access a grid or construct a sentence. I'm helping them believe in their own voice, even if it doesn't sound like everyone else's. Especially because it doesn't. Let me tell you what I wish I had growing up. I wish I had someone who used AAC. Someone I could relate to, someone who walked into a room and made me feel seen. I didn't. So now, I try to be that. I want every student I work with to see what's possible. I want them to look at me and think, if he can do it, so can I. Not because I'm perfect, but because I'm real. Because I've been where they are. That's what representation does. It gives people permission to dream bigger. Working with CENMAC has been more than a job, it's been a journey. I've seen students transform, I've seen families gain hope, and I've also seen something that's just as important, teachers and staff beginning to believe. Because if AAC is going to work in schools, it can't just be a student thing, it has to be a whole school thing. Everyone, from the classroom assistant to the head teacher, has to understand it, respect it, and know how to use it. That's why I've been working closely with teams, delivering training, answering questions, and sometimes just giving people the space to ask, how do I actually do this? And slowly, it's working. The shift is happening. I see teachers now who used to be unsure, now championing AAC in the classroom. I see staff who once hesitated now saying, let's try this together. That progress matters. It means students are being seen, supported, and believed in. Progress doesn't always show up as big, dramatic changes. Sometimes it's just a moment. A student using their device to answer independently. A teacher waiting patiently for a response. A parent hearing their child say, I love you, for the first time. Those are the wins that keep me going. To every young AAC user, you don't have to shrink to fit into someone else's idea of success. You have a voice. Use it. Own it. To every teacher and staff member, the work you're doing matters. Please keep learning, keep trying, and keep believing in your students. You might be the person who changes their whole world. And to CENMAC, thank you for giving me space to grow. Thank you for seeing value in my experience. Thank you for helping me turn a job into a calling. I'm proud of what we've built. I'm proud of the work we're doing. And most of all, I'm proud to be a voice in this movement and to help others find theirs. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Abdi. Abdi WhatsApped me yesterday and said that he'd written the most powerful speech, and I think you have. And Abdi, I'd like to say that I think you are pretty perfect. So, yeah, well done, Abdi.